try not to get too emotional about it.
Farah is one of many land defenders who has been living at the Fairy Creek blockade since August 2020. This 1,000-year-old yellow cedar is affectionately known around camp as Grandfather Cedar. It lives in an area blockaders say is slated for logging.
Teal Jones, the logging company that has put up an injunction in this area, they have proposed cut blocks just up the mountain here. So the proposed cut blocks are actually at the watershed, which is a very, valuable place ecologically.
On April 1st, Teal Jones won an injunction to have protesters removed by the RCMP. Justice Fritz Verhoeven dismissed the protesters as misguided, referencing that 74% of the area is unavailable for logging due to environmental constraints. Protesters are in the process of attempting to have the injunction repealed.
The injunction was even expected all the way back when this movement first started, so it certainly hasn't affected the spirit.
In a statement, Teal Jones said the company's plans in Fairy Creek have been mischaracterized. We are planning to harvest only a small area up at the head of the watershed, well away from Fairy Creek and the San Juan River. The Wilderness Committee is an organization that advocates for climate change-related policy. They argue Teal Jones is a symptom of a bigger problem.
Right? We should just have better forest policies. And in fact, the government has promised better forest policies.
In September, the BC government released a strategic review which called for an end to all old-growth logging. This map from the Ancient Forest Alliance shows old-growth forests before contact in dark green. This image shows what was left as of 2012, and this is Fairy Creek.
It's no coincidence that these blockades weren't established until after the province had already done its old growth review with no protections on the ground.
For now, land defenders wait to see what John Horgan and the RCMP will do next. Cali McTavish on Vancouver Island for BCIT News Magazine.